Welcome to the Self-Improvement website with a difference. The primary goal of this site is not to share information on how to become a millionaire, how to reach superstardom, or outperform everyone on the planet and rise to the top dog position in whatever endeavor you are pursuing. There are thousands of self-proclaimed gurus out there who specialize in various forms of success training who do exactly that. The information on this site is about learning how to gain control back over your own life by understanding the tools that we have been given to comprehend what self-determination is and how to implement it in our own lives so that we can realize goals and dreams and solve our own problems. No matter what you believe about our world, we are primarily here to grow and evolve, and the medium for that growth and evolution is to overcome problems and challenges. What tools am I talking about? I'm talking about natural law and understanding how these laws of nature govern everything that we do, say, or think. Problems and challenges exist because they afford us the opportunity to grow morally, mentally, and emotionally. These are the three sides of the triangle that form the basis of authentic spiritual growth. And without these, no genuine or lasting spiritual evolution can occur. So why is that? It is this way because internal growth requires insight and understanding of the reasons for our being here in the first place, and then learning how to steer our own lives. But instead we are trained and conditioned by materialism to measure our progress by external factors, such as how much money we have, where we rate on the scale of achievement, what others think of us, and so on. Now, if you're interested in finding out why you keep repeating mistakes, why you still have mood swings that can ruin your day or possibly your life, or why you mostly feel like a victim, and you're committed to find a way to overcome your problems, then I invite you to peruse the information on this site. There is an important difference between being interested in solving personal dilemmas and being committed. If you are merely interested in changing your life for the better, then you will most probably find excuses not to do it. Commitment falls into a whole different category because it implies that you will do anything within your power to make the changes needed to improve your life. To comprehend how to make changes and then to implement the information involves knowing the conditions that exist in our world that directly impact everything we think, say, or do. Now, those conditions are known as natural law, and natural law is inescapable because it works all the time, with or without your consent and regardless of whether you believe in it or not. You know, it is my belief that we have all signed up for the most intensive self-help course there is. It is called life. Through the problems and challenges that we face, no matter what they are, we have the opportunity to grow and evolve significantly. Growth on all levels requires that we learn to solve our own problems, and the reason for that's very simple. No one, including those that you think of as gurus, can grow or evolve on your behalf. If you have, however, arrived at the point where you grasp that your life is your own responsibility, then perhaps it is time to learn about the fundamental conditions under which we live in this world that also hold the key to mastery on all levels. Unless we learn how to solve our own difficulties and overcome our own obstacles, we will remain disempowered and dependent on the help of others. The missing piece in the puzzle of human existence is natural law. We live in a world where everything without fail is growing and evolving. So logically then, if mistakes are repeated, growth must be absent. Growth and evolution is of particular importance to the human being because amongst all the creatures, we are endowed with tremendous creative abilities and the capacity to choose. And those are characteristics that none other has. Because we can make choices, we are therefore responsible for the outcomes that result from this choice making. You know, I too at some point in my life became disillusioned and discouraged because it seemed impossible to correct some of the behaviors that caused me to repeat mistakes again and again. Then I discovered that the reason why so few people seemed to make any real progress was because natural law was not taught nor understood by the masses. So what exactly is natural law? Natural law is a fundamental set of principles that govern the consequences of all human behavior. A tree must grow where it stands. It has no choice to move to another location. But the human being can choose where he will be and what behaviors he or she will execute. Natural law governs everything that we do, say, or think, and even the things that we believe are secret. And it is the ignorance of these fundamental laws that keeps us stuck in one place. Now, once I began to solve some of my own problems through the application of natural law, I was filled with a passion to help others obtain similar results. So in 2004, I wrote a book titled Stop Struggling and Start Living: The Rules of the Game. Now, the book became an internet bestseller, but in a profound way, it also steered my life into a completely different direction. Instead of seeing only my own problems and challenges, I gained insight into just how many people in our world were in crisis. I started getting requests from readers to share those principles with loved ones who were sick, who had cancer, or who were suffering from other serious disease. Now, I did that, but I also worked with people with severe relationship difficulties or those struggling with career or other related issues. And that's how I came to understand that most people in our world have a very limited idea of how to address their own challenges, except by hoping or wishing that they'd go away. Now, of course, that will never happen, because if you don't deal with a problem, you have to deal with the consequences of ignoring it. In the many years that I've been sharing this information with others, I have seen people fundamentally transform their lives once they understood natural law. My vision is for people to move beyond the limits and boundaries they've set for themselves. For as long as you remain a victim, you cannot learn anything substantial, but more importantly, you cannot heal. You can get your career back on track. You can mend broken relationships. You can learn to move away from those that are beyond repair without hate or regret. And you can learn to restore your body's natural ability to heal. Mastery over our lives is entirely possible if we understand how natural law impacts every aspect of our lives. It is my hope and wish that you too will undertake this journey of self-discovery and self-empowerment.